The Tunguska event, the most powerful meteor event ever recorded by humankind. Why is June 30th celebrated as Asteroid Day? The largest asteroid impact observed and recorded by humans in Earth's history occurred in Siberia on the morning of June 30, 1908. Today, we celebrate June 30th, the anniversary of this event, known as the Tunguska event, as Asteroid Day. It occurred in Krasnoyarsk Krai, a remote and sparsely populated region in eastern Siberia, and is classified as an impact event, although no crater formation was observed afterwards. According to the latest research, it is estimated that the asteroid, which exploded about 5 to 24 kilometers above the Earth's surface, was 50 to 190 meters in size and entered the atmosphere at a speed of 54,000 kilometers per second. It is estimated that this event released roughly 3 to 30 megatons of energy, equivalent to 185 Hiroshima atomic bombs. In other words, if this explosion had occurred over a major city, e.g., New York or London, it could have destroyed the entire city. This asteroid, which did not even hit the ground, is thought to have caused earthquakes of at least magnitude 5. However, since very few people lived in the area at the time, the Tunguska event did not cause such devastation. The explosion killed at least 3 out of about 30 people in the area, toppled about 80 million trees over an area of 2,000 square kilometers, and caused radiation burns to trees in an area of 200 square kilometers near the center of the damage. Seismic waves and low-frequency sound waves have also been detected in various parts of Asia and Europe, and noctilucent clouds have been observed as far as Ireland. Such clouds were also seen in the sky during the ascent of man-made rockets into space. In those years, it was very difficult to reach the remote corners of Siberia. It was only in 1927 that a Soviet team led by Leonid Kulik reached the region. During the expedition, the team interviewed locals and examined the area where the trees had fallen. At first, the locals Kulik spoke to were reluctant to tell him about the explosion. They thought it was the result of a curse placed on the area by Ogda, the god of fire and thunder, who had visited Earth. In a later interview, an eyewitness who witnessed the explosion described what happened as follows: the sky split in two and the forest was on fire. Investigations revealed damage resembling a butterfly over an area of 2,150 square kilometers. This butterfly had a wingspan of 70 kilometers and a body length of 55 kilometers. Investigations over the next 10 years found dozens of holes measuring 10 to 50 meters in size that were thought to have been created by the asteroid. But whether they were actually created by the asteroid is disputed. In 1938, the area was photographed from the sky. About 1,500 negative photographs, each 18 by 18 square centimeters, taken during this process were destroyed in 1975 by Yevgeny Krinov, head of the Meteorite Committee of the Academy of Sciences of the Soviet Union, as part of an effort to destroy flammable nitrate film. However, the positives produced from the negatives are preserved in Tomsk, Russia. Over the years, various claims have been made to explain the Tunguska event. Some have suggested that a spacecraft crashing into Earth or a small black hole caused the explosion. But Russian researchers, after their first observations, thought the damage was caused by a comet hitting the Earth. The fact that the vast majority of comets are made of ice explained the absence of rock fragments in the region. Accordingly, the ice must have melted when it entered the Earth's atmosphere. Later, on another expedition to the region in 1958, researchers found tiny traces of silicate and magnetite in the soil. Analysis showed that these traces contained high amounts of nickel and therefore belonged to an asteroid. In 2013, Viktor Kvasnitsia and his team also found rock fragments from an asteroid. Despite studies, it is not known for certain whether the explosion was caused by a comet or an asteroid. According to David Morrison, a planetary scientist, the Tunguska event is the largest cosmic explosion ever witnessed by modern humans. Although the Earth is hit by many asteroids, large and small, every day, statistical analysis estimates that an event of this magnitude happens once every 300 years. For this reason, Tunguska remains a source of inspiration for all researchers today who are finding new asteroids and trying to track their trajectories to eliminate the threat of them hitting Earth.